All right, it's Friday. Let's recap this crazy week. There was a lot going on. Monday and Tuesday, nice and easy, straightforward. I was able to recoup the losses from Friday, and then I was able to take out the profits on my Ticktick direct account, which I got this morning. So that's all good and straightforward. But then starting from Wednesday. So Wednesday, I got one of my Apex accounts. I was supposed to get two. I only got one. The Tradeovate account had a lot of delays. It wasn't going through. They weren't counting the days properly. There was a lot of lag on Tradeovate, so you have to be careful. There's a lot of, I guess, issues on that end still. And I did get one of the Rhythmic accounts from Apex on Wednesday, and then there was CPI day, and of course, it was a very volatile day, and I decided to go long on the breakout, which I never do. I spoke about that in the past. I like to go against the trend, and also hurts me on some days, but not so much go against the trend. But when there's resistance, go short. When there's support, go long, type of thing. And I bought the highs and really bought the top of the market on Wednesday, and then I think I bought like 6 contracts and lost the account pretty quickly. But that was one account, and then this account I got yesterday. So this is my number 4 account on Apex, and I was able to make $1,147 after fees between the 2 days. And again, with Apex 50K, you could withdraw $2,000 every, I guess, twice a month. So I'll be able to withdraw it, sadly, only on June 15th. So it's only May 12th, but I won't be able to withdraw it for quite some time now because you have to have minimum trading days, which is 10. So you have to have $2,600 minimum in the account, and then you're able to withdraw 2,000. So you could withdraw the safety net, which is what I'm going to do. So if I am up after 10 trading days, if I am up $2,600, I am going to stop trading as long as I have that 30% consistency in check, which right now is okay. As long as you don't make any days happen to be bigger than $780 after commissions, then you are good to go. $780 is 30% of 2,600. So keep that in mind. And I just want to get myself paid for this account because I lost the 2, and the fees start to add up, and getting guaranteed money is better than trying to hold out for 3 months when these days still happen. So let's talk about today. So I used the copy trader on Tradeovate with between the 2 accounts because I got my other account today. So everything was delayed by a day or 2 days basically. Instead of on 8th day getting the accounts, I got them on 9th and 10th day, whatever. And this morning, basically, I traded with the copy trader. The first 15-20 minutes, I made $720, which was great. And then we had some news at 10, so I decided to delete the copy trader and just trade the other account individually. Now, with this account, I wanted to hold for a little bit bigger wins, right? So number one is I changed from my typical scalping strategy to hold a little bit longer, because when I scalp, I do notice that quite a lot of times, especially if I have the good read on the market, I do leave quite a lot on the table every single trade. So I figured, all right, well, I'm trading multiple contracts. Let's leave one contract for a bigger target. And unfortunately, I was on the wrong side of the day, um, until I blew the account, basically. So every time, except this trade here where I got in and I sold it right away. Every time I got in, I was able to take profits. So if I scalped, I was able to take profits here. So I got 2 contracts. I was able to get out here, but then I rebought it. And then I had 3 contracts here, or even 4 maybe. I might have actually had 4 contracts here. Then I sold 3 here, and then I had 1 left. So basically, I would go up to 4 contracts and always would leave 1 on the table. So if I was selling here, I would be selling it for some profit, and then just want a little bit more on the last one, and it would never come, right? And in hindsight, it looks really silly for me to hold that contract because it's such a clear trending day. And unfortunately, I just wasn't fully committed to it. So I thought it was going to reverse, and it often does, right? So if you look back at other days, it often chops around, and this is typical price action. So you have, price going down, and then it reverses after 10. Same thing here. So like this might look bullish to you, bearish to you, and then you end up buying it. And I think What day was the news? Forget what day we had the news. It was Wednesday, but I don't know what date that was. But anyway, usually the market will chop around. Today it was a trending day, and this is my biggest weakness. And also the trailing drawdown really got in my head. So since I was up 720, I was always down on the trailing drawdown. So even though I would be break even on the day, after being down like 500, I'll be break even on the PNL. The drawdown, I was down like $600 on it, $600-700, and I would refuse to get out. And again, I kept trying to get out, and then finally got out here for a max loss of $1,800. And it's frustrating because I had the chances to get out and I just didn't. I refused to kind of take the profit when I could, I guess you could say it. And then I just refused to believe that it wasn't gonna bounce. And obviously the market could go down crazy levels because it's been going up quite a lot lately. So again, just bad trading on my end, and in hindsight and in outside perspective, it looks stupid. I even said that in my Discord today that if I lose on this account, it's really just silly how I lost because again, my average was actually really good for what it was, and I would scale out every time, and I had the chances. Like here, I was up probably like $400 on the day on this point, but I wanted a little bit higher to get over that, withdrawal. I mean, not the withdrawal, the trailing drawdown to be at zero. Because if you check here with TradeOvay, you could see the trading drawdown pretty nicely and clear. Right here on my main account, I'm still at $2,489 of the drawdown. So that means I'm only down $11 from the high of the account. And over here, when I was at,
Order filled.
Uh-oh. Did I just get in the trade? Yes, I did. Oh, man, I didn't mean to do that. Oopsies. And of course, now it's going to reverse. I meant to click on that, and I must have clicked sell. So let's see what happens here, guys. Live trade for you as a bonus. But now we have the bottom, so I wish I got long now because I would have. Yeah, of course, now it's going to bounce. Come on. Go to a minute so we could see what's happening. Yeah, now it's doing the opposite of what it was doing before. So now every time it wants to go down, it's getting bought up versus before. Every time it went up, it wanted to keep going down. So now it's so I'm going to show you guys the trailing drawdown, how it works, so you could see it right here. So this never got over like 2,200, 2,300, and I really wanted it to get to zero, which is the zero is 2,500 on the. Just get out of this when I can. I think it really wants to go higher now.
Order filled.
All right, so now the trailing drawdown is at 2,500. All right, good thing that didn't hurt us, and it definitely could have taken a couple $100 of profit on that because I really think it's gonna go higher now. But yeah, let me show you guys what I did on the Ticktick account. So on the Ticktick account, I made $260 today. Again, just knew that basically wasn't feeling the action. I wasn't in the. But even though when you scalp, you still have to be in the right bias or in the right direction of the market to feel confident in your buys and sales. And today, every time I would buy, it would go against me a little bit or whatever. And I had to add a second contract like I did here. This is my last trade. So I bought here, I bought there, and I sold them both. But here I shorted. I shorted this bounce, and it went against me a little bit, not much. But then when I pulled back, I got out break even because I just had the long bias mentality today, and it just was not the right bias. And I guess I noticed that in this account, and I just called it. And this is my baby account. I keep wanting to withdraw from this account. So, every few days I want to take some money out, and anything over $250 I could take out. I am not going to take out the 260 today. Obviously, want to since you lose that day after you take the withdrawal, you definitely don't want to take out unless you make a significant amount, just definitely grow a little bit. So maybe I'll take out every $1,000 now or something like that. We'll see. I'm not gonna be exact on it, but if like 2 3 days 4 days go by and I am up like 600 700, then I'm just gonna take it out. Again, it's all guaranteed money versus if you don't take it out, you could lose it. And since the end of day threshold does follow until you reach the target of $1,600, which I did long time ago. But every time I withdraw, I go back to that, 1,600. So my stop loss is $1,500 end of day drawdown, but the end of or the daily drawdown or the daily max loss never goes away. So I could always only lose $500 on this account. So it kind of sucks, but at the same time, it keeps you in check. And if you lose, $400 because you can't hit 500, so if you lose 400, the next day it's much easier to recover. For me, I went from up like 250 or something like that on Friday, or even was 350 last Friday, to down like 350. And if I didn't have the max loss, most likely I would have kept trading and probably would have lost a little bit more because now you're frustrated and stuff, and you dig yourself into the grave and then you can't get out of it. Versus when you lose less than what is that, like 25 points on the day, that's easy to recover with just one contract. So I just think it's more realistic this way. With Apex, it's so easy to get in trouble with the 10 accounts. I mean, the 10 contracts. So you have to pick and choose your battles. But that was my day, and that was my week. So a lot of good and a lot of bad this week, to be honest. And thank God I got out of that trade. Oof. Thank God I got out of that trade. Look at that. But see how I was able to notice that now we're in trouble on the short side? Like now I know it's a long because the price action is just moving differently. Before I knew we were on the short, but I just didn't want to believe it. And now if I wasn't done for the day, I would keep scalping and I would keep buying the dips, especially when it gets down to here and here again. Because now, until it breaks the lows, I think it's gonna go up. If it breaks the lows, then yes, it could go lower. But at the same time, I think now the shorts are kind of piling in, and they might get stopped out. And the EMA is now moving up, so we'll see. It happened here too before though, and it kept going lower, and then you can see it stopped. And not only did it stop, then it double bottomed. So it's like a clear almost reversal for a long, but now it's failing again. So who knows? I'm definitely done for the day, done for the week. I am up nicely on the week overall. Obviously, the blown accounts suck, but I wasn't up on them. And you only lose $130 between passing the evaluation and then activating the account. So it's not a big deal since I did get paid from Ticktick quite a lot this week. And then hopefully with this Apex account, the last one, I will make a count. And also, if by any chance, hopefully it doesn't happen, if I would blow the Ticktick Direct account in the next few weeks before May 31st, what I would actually do next is I would get the 50K account. So now Ticktick has a 50K direct account, which I'll make a separate video on. But instead of a 25K, now you have a 50K, so you have more cushion, you have more contracts. It's just a little bit more freedom, but it is more expensive. But since I already paid myself a decent amount from the 25K account, I'll definitely not hesitate. And then if you are someone that likes to trade micro contracts, you could go with the 10K direct account, which is also pretty nice. It only has a maximum loss of 350, but for micros, I mean, you don't want to lose more than that anyway, because you're never gonna dig out of that. And basically, with the tick drawdown of $1,000, you have maybe a solid 3 days of max losses before you blow the account. So, but yeah, guys, hope you guys had a decent week, hopefully better than mine, although I was able to actually get paid, which is always a better thing. If you pass the evaluations and stuff, it feels good, but at the same time, it's not guaranteed. Very hard to get paid from them. So with the Ticktick Direct, now I am basically just rolling with the flow, and then hopefully with Apex, the 10 days pass by pretty quick. We are day number 2. another 8 days of trading, up $2,600, and then we stop, and then we take out the 2K, the first withdrawal, and then go from there. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed, and hit that like, hit that subscribe, leave a comment down below if you have any questions. You could join the Discord as well, and we'll just go from there. All right, guys, have a good one.